Hi. Yeah, so just got back from work. Yeah, another stressful day at work, and it's seriously becoming exponentially more stressful as time goes on at where I work. And you know, in all honesty, it has nothing to do with the work. It has to do with the people. And I'm sure that, you know, a lot of other people can relate that it's people that create stress. You know, seriously, if I was, you know, by myself doing manual labor for 12 hours a day without having to deal with anyone, then I highly doubt there'd be any stress. Just, you know, general physical aches and stuff. But seriously, people are driving me insane at work. It wasn't even like this in the Air Force. I mean, in civilian world, it's just, God, it's just so cutthroat. People, you know, seriously, they don't care. They're all in it for themselves, and they'll play these games of masquerading like they are, you know, in it for the team, in it for the company, whatever. And they'll kiss the boss's ass. You know, you got all that stuff going on in this office politics, and I'm still getting used to it because obviously it really wasn't too much of that going on in the military. You did have the ass kissers, of course, but seriously, it's really becoming difficult. I pulled. There was like an incident like the other week where I mean, it's not just me that's getting stressed out. The workplace is just, it's becoming very hostile, very divided, very unfriendly where I work at, and there's like there's two sides right now. It's like there's one side that's you know, people that are like company guys, you know, they're in it for the long haul with the company. They want to, you know, be the best they can be. You know, they want to go to the top. There's people, you know, like me, that basically see this as a job, and they simply work to live. It's about 50-50 pretty much for the types of people there, you know, in terms of those two groups, and we're always fighting each other. The people, you know, that are trying to get to the top, they're always like, you guys are slackers, you know, you guys are just dragging this team down, and we can perform to our best if we only, you know, got you guys more motivated or whatever, you know. And then you got us people, you know, they're a little more about, you know, let's do the job that we need to do and go home. It's not a long-term thing. So essentially the workplace is becoming very divided. Like I said, and yeah, there's the incidents that are going on. It's like basically this guy, he's like the king of assholes at work. Seriously, he's just God. I want to say like a Nazi, you know? Okay, maybe that's a little too harsh, but he's really a jerk. Okay, and everybody hates him. You know, he's like the epitome of everything that I just mentioned. You know, ass kisser. You know, way overly motivated. You know, I mean, just always picking on people. And last week, it's like the stress got so much to him. I mean, yes, he gets stressed too, because obviously he's always freaking wanting everything to be perfect and demanding perfection from everybody. Well, he starts blowing up at people, starts like cussing at people. You blah blah blah. You know, it's just like, you guys are all slackers. You know, just like blowing up at everybody. Then you pull us into a little meeting and we shoot he chews out over there, and a couple other people had their say, and that was drama, and this week is just as bad. And I'm just starting to think, maybe it's not worth it. I mean, this company I work for, great benefits and everything, but is it really worth coming home every day just stressed to the core? Even on my weekends, I always just have it in the back of my mind, I'm gonna have to come back, I just wish I could just go to a job where I'd be like, I'm looking forward to it, I'm looking forward to getting back to work, Seems like an impossibility almost. Yeah, pressing on. I have to keep the job. I mean, it's better than flipping hamburgers or anything. I mean, it's not bad if you're doing that. I mean, I don't want to offend people that are flipping hamburgers, but I wouldn't want to work in fast food. I feel sorry for people working fast food. They get paid very little to deal with a lot of crap. So I have a lot of respect for them. So I always am like, thank you so much, whenever I get my fast food. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. Yeah. It's crappy. But anyways, I was gonna say, I was like, I've been watching like Oz Pete, for example. And I remember, Oz Pete 111. And I remember in one of his videos he was mentioning about how he did the whole corporate thing, and like it's not really for him, in the sense that he wants to be out there in the natural, doing physical labor and the natural world, and I was just like thinking to myself, that would be a pretty good life, I mean, I'm a gardener extraordinaire, man. I've been gardening since I was a little kid. You should see my porch right now. It's got pots everywhere. I mean, and and all I do lately, especially spring. Again, this is spring, so that's my new thing is research how to grow the best plant. You gotta do this crop in that way. You gotta need that soil, that pH level, blah blah blah. And then that's fun for me. And I was like, oh, I can make a living out of that. Though I'm sure it'd be a lot more stressful. I mean, gardening to farming is a big leap. And probably, as I'm sure Oz Pete would say, is a lot of work. But, I don't know, that thought just kind of crossed my mind, and the other options and stuff. And I'm still working on like a business and other little things that will help me to be self-employed so that I can go to school for 8 years, because my main goal is to become a doctor. I would love to get in the field of science. Doctor or scientist, either way. I want to go to the end. That's an area where I would be passionate. Like seriously, science, just medicine, all that. Specifically medicine, because then not only can I discover new things, but I can also help people along the way and do something that I enjoy, and I love studying science. But it seems like a far off dream at this point, I need so much money to go through med school, just to go through undergraduate school. I can probably use my GI Bill or whatever for a couple of years, but beyond that, I'm gonna have to give up a lot to if I wanted to go full time to that, to college, and then go part time to work, and full time to work, full time to college. That's just too much right there. I tried just one class plus work. Did not go over so well. Yeah. So anyways, that's just my updates on today. I'm just in a crappy mood. So, looking forward to the weekend. This is a long week, got 2 more days. These days I just feel so, it's practically just emotionally exhausted. At the end of the day, I just plop myself on this chair and just take a Lunesta pill and veg out watching YouTube videos or watching TV or whatever. It's like, well, I mean, working 12 hours, but I wouldn't feel so tired if not for the fact that everybody at work is just, they're creating so much freaking stress. But, you know, my core belief and truth that I really believe with all of my heart in my life is that everything is impermanent and change will always occur. So you should never fear that everything is going to continue the same way it is, because it will always change. Change is just the way of the world. It's the only thing that's certain. The only thing that's certain is change. Put that before. Anyways, that's about it for now. I'll try to vlog a little bit more. I don't mean to. I always I keep on feeling self-conscious, especially with these videos. Like this one, I ramble, I get off topic, I'm just like the worst vlogger ever made. But I still like doing it, you know? I really do like just talking and expressing myself, you know? So, I will continue to do it. Thank you for watching, though. That's it.